Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First carry for James Conner. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Conner. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Jones now. Off play action. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Golden Tate. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A handoff, Barkley running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. The defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Gone, 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 gone. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 30.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Jones. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
All right, here we go.
Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurry up, here
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They run with Connor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, Jones shakes off the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jones, operating from the gun. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Jones now throwing on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third down. It's Connor, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
From the gun, Jones. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out come the Steelers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep and got his man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
A first down carry for Barkley. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A handoff to Barkley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Giants.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Gun, 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 gun.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Steelers set. To take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
That's it, baby. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Connor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Jones now. Off play action. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Detroit! Hot.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal. Callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Jones off the play fake. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st and 10, Jones. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jones on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action here on 1st down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones now operating from the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
3-19. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you got three, three down. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. On first down, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Running right through it and still fighting. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Tate's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside.